Hi, I'm Bill Kizorek, a videographer who just went to the South Pacific Cook Islands in search of beautiful beaches and tropical forests. And I found them. But I found something even more compelling and interesting, and that was the Esther Veterinary Clinic, staffed entirely by volunteers. So right now what we're going to do is not take you back to the beaches, but we're going to take you back to the clinic and hear the story from the words of the volunteers themselves.
So just a little history about Esther Honey. We were founded in 1995, and before that there were no animal services on the island, which means that there were a lot of animals running around with creating lots of babies and reproducing very quickly, and also as a result overpopulating the island, which meant that a lot of the population of dogs and cats on the island was very unhealthy.
They were wandering the streets and roaming around in packs. This would create a nuisance to traffic. They would also be fighting over food, so they could be quite aggressive. Also, like spread of disease. There was nothing here to help a dog when it was in trouble. So if you had a family pet, then there was nothing here to help them. And then that goes the same with cats as well, or any other animals, cows, pigs, goats. There wasn't really anything here. So after 16 years, the conditions have improved a lot. The population of dogs has come down, and we're at roughly around just over 2,000 dogs on the island, of which more than 70% are desexed. This 70% is the level we were trying to get at to stabilize the population.
Originally I'm a New Zealander, but these days Australia is home. I came to see if I could give a little bit back to the community. I think a lot of vets are very lucky and have pretty happy little lives. So it's nice to make a difference somewhere where they don't have the facilities that we have at home, as well as living on a tropical island for a year or so.
I'm from Australia, Gold Coast, and I've just come out here to help out with a lot of the animals on the island. I heard that they were quite short on vets, so sort of within a week I'll find out about this place. I pretty much booked a flight 3 days later and arrived here 2 days after that, so less than a week I was over here, and it's great. I love it over here. I've learned a fair bit on a lot of things.
Yeah, since the foundation has been here for the 16 years it's been here, there's been a change in the dynamics of people wanting to take care of their animals. People are becoming a lot more loving and a lot more worried when their animals do get sick, so we're seeing a lot more patients come in.
Today I've just brought in my mum's dog. She's a bit sick at the moment. Well, not quite sick. She's quite a healthy dog, but it's just got this little lump on the side of her she's carrying around. I don't know how long she's had it for, but you know, I didn't know what to do until, you know, somebody said, hey, there's a, you know, there's a clinic, take her there and they could have a look at it.
I'm a volunteer. I am not a vet, so I get to be what we call an administrative role, which can be anything from getting to just help out around the clinic to also being able to be a surgery assistant, which is actually one of the most exciting parts of my job here, because I hope to go to vet school.
In Rarotonga they get a lot of fish poisoning. The fish in the lagoon, there's a dinoflagellate, and that produces a toxin which the larger fish eat. And then if the dogs get hold of fish scraps, because people have caught the fish and just discarded the brain or the guts, and the dog gets into it.
If Raina hadn't been brought into us, it would have taken somewhere between days and weeks for her to slowly starve to death, is the unfortunate truth of it. They can't move and they can't swallow, so they can't eat. Some really nice locals, if we weren't here, the only thing they could think to do would be to feed it, but for weeks on end they would just slowly starve.
The island is pretty incredible in a lot of other respects. We have absolutely beautiful flowers, wonderful. The ocean is absolutely gorgeous. It's pretty fantastic. We have snorkeling and lots of beautiful mountain hikes and opportunities to really get out and enjoy the place. So it's been really wonderful getting to do that.
Everything that we pay for here comes from donations to pay for the rent of the facilities, for the car, for feeding the animals, for drugs that we can't get by donations. We need money for all of these things. Everything here is done by donations. On top of that, we need volunteers. We need vets. We really need volunteer vets, but any kind of volunteers as just people to help out on day-to-day routine things. And we often train them up so that they can monitor surgeries, so that's how they can help.
And because we don't have an x-ray machine, we aren't able to x-ray and figure out where exactly the break is, which means that oftentimes we end up having to amputate the leg because that's the most humane way of getting them out of the pain that they're in.
It's so nice to feel like you're really making a difference, because if we weren't here, they wouldn't have anything.